Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Killer Frequency, where we were just told that that was probably our last break of the night. I reckon we're coming up on the end here. Let's see if we can survive.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too.
Look, she didn't even have to tell me that time.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky. Oh, and Maxie's here too.
We do love Max.
Are you okay? Not under attack again, are you?
Oh, we're good, man, thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you, Forrest. A little White Wing Halo number? Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Ricky, I'm just glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
It turns out Maxie was the whistling man.
Oh? What's that?
You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a gnarly offensive lineman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Keep talking. What happened?
We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man, I remember George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Ricky, please. What was her name?
I never got her name, man. He just called her Bean. I didn't really know her before or see her after that.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I looked up and saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees. And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. And
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, man. It took a long time to learn, but yeah, just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious bean, please call in.
If she was George's girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy? Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Oh, you know how to do that.
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this.
Would have been a useful thing to do once or twice, you know?
I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Why are you being so weird about this? It is literally your job to tell me who is on the phone.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through to you. Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Come Come on.
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us.
And she's got the National
So good to hear
Guard.
from you.
I
Are
hope.
you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me. Anyway, we should get you back on air. Taking callers is the only way to see this through. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back.
So, I still feel like there's more than one person in the mask, right? Because whoever it is has been getting around too quickly for it to be one person, unless we're talking about something supernatural here. And I guess we could be. There's that like opening jump scare segment. I don't know if that represents something that literally happened or if it was just like a mood setting piece. But in that segment, which I have not been taking as literal events, because like to whom did they happen and when, right? In that segment, the Whistling Man definitely was like literally like disappearing and apparently teleporting. So, but nothing else supernatural's been going on. I think this is going to turn out to just be a person in a mask, or rather two different people in masks. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I'm a little worried about the plan overall. And I'm also a little worried that they're going to be relying on me to remember information from earlier in the game, which is maybe going to be a little bit rough given the way that I've been playing this.
Back to the Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller.
See, this is good. I have been trying to keep morale up, just trying to keep everybody hopeful.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John, is he gonna be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting.
It would be real fucking weird to call me just to be like, oh no, he died.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
because I'm
This
trying to
forest?
keep the line clear. Okay, all right, yeah.
It is. I hope you're feeling better now.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you.
We're still not taking the knife out, huh?
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that. God damn it.
Actually, I'm glad you called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Was he... Is he alright?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
Yeah, let's not go making any specific accusations. Also, it's not disrespectful for me to keep shooting hoops while he talks, right? This is just my ADHD.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the Whistling Man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second, met our Whistling Man, pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream...
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh, yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean. I
Weird
heard her
delivery.
again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generator down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago.
Oh, cool. Great.
Do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops so we can end this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
Where's my stabbing screwdriver? What did I do with it? Did I tuck it under the table or something? Ugh, damn it. KFAM mug. Tapes that I don't care for. All right, mannequin arm it is. Let's go. Okay. So, I don't know that I would have gotten any name information at all out of the audio file. but the subtitles very clearly had him saying an M sound before the thing was cut off, which would seem to be probably indicating Marie Campbell, because I don't think any of the other women's first or last names started with an M. Man, I don't like this. I don't like any part of this. I don't want to be down here. Wait, where was it? It was down here somewhere. That's a big red valve, not a big red button.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Wait, not this back corner. Shoot. I told you this is where the horrible thing was going to happen. Because of course this is where the horrible thing is going to happen. It's so well set up for a horrible thing to happen in it. I'm blaming station management. It was whoever set this up is the one who fucking wanted a murder to occur on their watch.
That must be it.
Well, it's the only thing that's not turned off, so.
Boom! We've got power.
Nope, no
The
question.
Whistling Man. I need to warn Peggy.
I need to not be murdered by the Whistling Man is what actually needs to happen here. Oh man, this is... Okay, alright. No, it's fine. You know, it's fine. The thing about it is... I think that's like critical to remember. Oh, he's like right above us. I think that's critical to remember is we have no way of defending ourselves, which means that we will not be asked to defend ourselves, right? I'm trying to comfort myself with the knowledge that if I got stabbed, it was the only thing that could have happened, probably. If I get stabbed. That's sad.
What the hell?
Why do you say what the hell? I was going to try to grab those scissors, and apparently I missed the what the hell. Maybe it was the sound of a door closing. It was probably the sound of a door closing. Peggy. Peggy.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Well, that's no good.
Peggy, where'd you go?
Okay, that's not great.
No way.
Hey there, pal.
This can't be happening.
Hi. Okay, well, he wants me in here. So that's good news, I suppose. Yeah, that's right. I got your mannequin arm. What's up now, motherfucker?
A call.
Okay, all right, okay.
Where's Peggy, Don?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well... I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But he didn't even crawl out of his coffin with all the money in the world.
Wait. Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then... Who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you.
Don't mind him. He's just shy.
I mean, that's not really what I'm seeing here.
Two whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
Most people go crazy before they put on a murder mask.
Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Where are you going with all of this?
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me.
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Why did she interrupt the power? Wasn't this the story that we were about to be told when they cut the power off to the station? Like, why not just let him talk?
Why should I help you? Why should I play any part in this?
Because I think you believe in justice.
You think this is justice?
You had no goddamn idea.
I mean, it might be.
Forrest.
I don't know.
These people you've been trying to save, they were all in on it. They all knew George was murdered, but
Murdered? Listen,
I said you speak when you're spoken to.
All right, that sound got pretty wet at the end there.
I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
If you say so. I'm not really in a position to argue.
I'm happy we have your cooperation. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Am I good copping this guy? What is my plan? I'm not going to tell Marie to hit him. I don't think that's productive. She's going to hit him. If he needs to be hit, she's on it. She seems very ready. So it's like, am I urging him forward? Am I trying to make him more scared, or am I trying to calm him down? Basically is the question. I think so far, like, keeping people calm has been the way we've done things, and it's mostly worked. I'm still blaming all the deaths on Peggy, so...
Teddy, be honest with me, or we're both going to
Okay,
die.
Forrest, that's not going to calm him down.
Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho. What the hell?
My dude, take a
God
hint.
damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
What made that night special?
That was the night Mooney went missing. We couldn't pass it up. I was just surprised no one had ever thought to do it before.
Wait. You mean this was the first whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there?
Teddy delivers his lines so slowly. The
Jason,
best thing we could possibly do is just keep him
George,
talking.
of course, but George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So, I helped him keep himself together.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to interrupt the flow or the momentum here, but I feel like Teddy's doing a fine job of doing that for us. His line delivery is so fucking weird, and it just hit me what it reminds me of. If you've ever seen on YouTube, there's a video essayist named Dan Olson. His channel name is Folding Ideas. He did a video about this like audiobook set of scams being run by these two grifters called the Mickelson twins, and there's a lot of narration in that video from a voiceover artist that is used in the scams, and this guy sounds like that guy. He sounds very, very much, or at least his cadence is very, very much like that guy. And that guy's cadence is super weird. And I don't know if the voice actor for Teddy is just like not a native English speaker or what's going on, but it's very strange, right? It's distracting.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, everyone ran, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
So obviously we know that Ricky didn't know. She should know that too, because that was on the air. But I guess that, they don't necessarily have to have been listening the whole time. It would have been wise for them to have been listening the whole night, but I guess they weren't necessarily. I'm gonna defend Ricky rather than asking her. The only reason I'm thinking about asking her instead is because it might lead to a longer interaction. But the problem with this is I don't know that Forrest will do the thing he should do, which is ask her if she asked Ricky, and then when she says no, she didn't, then tell her that Ricky didn't know. I don't know for sure he'll do the second part, and I do think that's really important, so let's just lead with that.
No, Marie, you're wrong. Ricky didn't know.
What?
Did you miss that part of the broadcast? I spoke to him earlier. He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But well, it doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. God damn it!
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding, and got him professional help just in time.
This is where I would like to press a button on my soundboard.
Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here. How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like nothing was real. I felt small and confused, and
Who was under the mask, Marie? Who was the Whistling Man?
there was Chuck Brody, laughing away. But then he stops, and he's looking
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just...
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man, too, and...
I didn't push him, God damn it! I just chased him up there, and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
You liar!
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke.
I mean, it literally...
If he'd had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh. You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
Okay, what's going to keep them talking the longest? I guess get him arguing, maybe?
I believe her.
You... What?
Why else cover it up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things. I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip?
That's an evil thing to say, Teddy.
That's the way it is.
I want to be super clear about something. Just so everybody's on the same page here. I am not trying to save Teddy's life. If Marie wants to kill him, I think she's got that right. I know the cops are going to feel a different way about it. Whatever. Just so it's clear, like I didn't de-escalate the situation there. That was on purpose.
My father agreed with me.
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
She found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
Hit him again does probably drag this out the longest, right? He might clam up though. Listen, I think it's okay for her to hit him. I probably shouldn't be directly guiding that. It's not, it's not on me.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes, okay. We own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he just got himself into trouble. And...
I saw. I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the Gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
Even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no, that coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
Geez. Okay, so I mean, yeah, like, just keep her talking, right? I don't want her to clam up. I don't want her to be like, and this is the climactic moment. We just want her to keep talking, so we commiserate.
You've been through hell, Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea. It never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off the cliff. He should have been punished. But he's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined the football team, was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
Right after he shot the winning throw. Wait. Right after he shot the winning throw is such a weird way to put that. So it would have been the only sport where that's the right language is basketball, right? Which means the school gym.
You're at Gallows Creek High, in the gymnasium.
That's right, Forrest. Not that it matters, but yes,
Hi.
we're here. Anyway,
I was trying to wave to you
I
earlier.
think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy.
That's what this is. I'm waving.
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy?
You gotta help me.
Quiet. You'll talk more later. Now I have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did. Peggy. It's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come.
Marie! Oh my god. I thought you...
And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
Yep, this was very set up. Someone explain keeps them talking.
Someone please explain to me what's happening?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember? Well, it was from Dawn.
High five.
She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
What happened to you, Marie? You just
That works. That
disappeared one
counts.
day.
I got it.
Disappeared. I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Wait. Is that why you went after that kid in the maze? Eugene Stein? Because his parents?
That's right. Eugene's parents were there that night too. But they got themselves killed in a bus accident. And since only their child was left,
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Is there any way I could prove Peggy didn't forget Marie?
I mean, she told me about her. Okay, yeah, they want me to, like... Throw object. Okay. This.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Well, I...
Henderson police! Freeze! No!
I'm trying to hold the
Forrest!
door shut.
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, Zara! I need you to look after Peggy. She needs help. Now. We got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. Let's make tomorrow better.
We can do better than that, right? That's seems like an achievable goal. Did y'all notice how the thing in the coffee is just like a single solid piece? Seems like that would be very difficult to drink. This is loud. Where's the volume for this song? I mean, we did like a pretty decent job. That's a lot of people who could be dead. Forrest. Wait. Forrest looks like
One suspect is in custody. We've trailed the other suspect into the nearby woods.
Okay, apparently we're gonna get occasional updates. Forrest looks like I can't remember his name. One of the Make Some Noise guys. The one who's actually got like a film career. I can't remember. Is his name Josh something? Got some pizza. I'm taking home this pizza. I suspect this is all I'm going to get paid for tonight. So. I guess Hot Dave's kind of hot. I wonder if it's possible for Teddy to get killed. Because I do feel like, I don't necessarily feel like Marie was wrong about the fact that he deserves some serious consequences. Obviously, not so much a lot of the other people she's trying to visit consequences on, especially like the son of some people who were there. We probably missed the voice workers already, huh? Am I allowed to leave? Wait, skip the epilogue. I would like it to be noted that I did not press anything there. I just bumped the door, which opens doors in this game. I didn't necessarily want to skip the whole epilogue. Okay, hold on. Can we... If I hit continue, will it put us back in that room?
You.
Keep your mouth shut.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Captain
Here's
Carr-
what we're going to do. I'm just going to pause the recording. I'll loop y'all back in when we're in the... Because there's probably more epilogue, right? I'll see y'all in there in a second. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit more. Also, who knows how much more song remains. So check this out. I found this beer bottle, and the liquid inside the beer bottle actually does obey the laws of gravity. So it's not just like that's the way the game was made. That coffee was like that. By the way, I had time to look it up. Josh Rubin. Josh Rubin is the guy I was thinking Forrest kind of looks like. Nobody cared except me, but I did care enough to look it up, and so I thought I would let you know.
Nobody else has to get hurt. No, stop! Suspect has jumped.
I suppose that's, appropriate thematically.
Officer Luco, do you have a visual? Negative. No sign of the suspect anywhere.
Another thing I noticed while I was in here, I tried to grab this thing off the shelf and it got stuck and broke, and now it renders in front of everything no matter what angle I look at it from. So that's weird. It's a pretty strange behavior. We're in the translation teams here, so I think we got to be pretty close to the end of the credit sequence. I'm really curious if there is anything else. Nope. Okay, I guess that's it. That's properly it. So one of the suspects got away. They don't actually say which one is which, right? And ended up jumping from the place where George fell from, and who knows, perhaps setting up for the sequel in a very, like, in the end, I think that the full plot and the precise execution of the ending and that little ending tag and everything, it's like very, very, very appropriate to the media that this is a pastiche of, or, you know, it's not a parody exactly. It's sort of a loving recreation of, yeah. So I like that. Overall, I'm positive on the game. Overall, I liked it more than I didn't like it, but there are definitely some parts that I didn't like. I think the dialogue is mostly pretty up to the task. The Ponty's Pizza guy actually totally killing it. But it is also very talky. And I know, like, that's the whole thing. And to be clear, I love the concept of this, but I do think there's a lot of places where the dialogue is just like an exchange goes on 2 lines too long, where people are just repeating things. And as far as the puzzles go, I don't feel like any of them were actually difficult. Some of them were a little arbitrary. Like, we definitely lost people because, like, don't call an old person seems like an odd, an odd sort of, like, rule for the game to establish. Old people are slow, even if they're, I don't know. It's just, I think we got too little information about that man for it to be the case that calling him is definitely a bad idea. But then, like, in any place where the game wanted there to actually be something to do, I feel like it was really aggressive with letting you know. Like, for example, the call where Dawn was asking us to help her override the security system. Like, the game could not possibly have hammered home any harder or less subtly that Dawn was trying to break into a place for another reason, and that probably she was one of the whistling men. Like, to the point of it, everything about the call is weird. She says she sees the whistling man, but you don't hear any whistling after it's established that she's in a place where sound really carries. You hear the train putting her in a different place than she says she is in town, because those apartments were really far away from the train tracks, which we know were on the west side because we had the call earlier about how you can hear the train. And all of this stuff, there's all of these clues and the alarm thing and everything. And then after the phone call, they have the temerity to have Peggy and Forrest have a little interaction that's like, huh, that's really strange, right? I bet she's not doing the thing she says she's doing. So, I don't know. I wish that the puzzles, the activities, the escape room style activities that they have you doing to try to fight the killer off or help people were a little bit more interesting and a little bit more puzzly. And, like, a lot less like the first aid thing where it's just listen to me deliver a long list of instructions and then be able to repeat the instructions I said. You know? Puzzle games exist. There's lots of good puzzle mechanics. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to let all that, override the fact that for the most part, I thought this was pretty good. Conceptually, I think it's a really, really good idea for a game. And I pretty much had a good time. So that's going to be it for us for today and for Killer Frequency. Thank y'all so much for checking this out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. When you come back next time, there's going to be something new and quite different from this in this slot. And we'll see you then.